The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Ready?
Play action. It's Burrow. And right away he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
After the sack on first down, Burrow out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It'll go as a gain of 4. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. He's got him in, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force them into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. The Browns had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
Right. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. Down the numbers. There he goes. Now he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The Browns drive about to get started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 81 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Burrow. That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. This defense for the Chiefs, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through...
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Off play action. Whitfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. To throw on third down. Whitfield. He's going to look deep for more. And he's got it inside the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
To throw again on second down. Burrow. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Here we go.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here at their own 23. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. Off the play fake. Whitfield. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 39 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. It's a big play there for the Chiefs, and even 40 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Isaiah Pacheco, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it is 28-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun. Whitfield throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They call it a loss of a yard there. And it'll be 4th down. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they got the turnover in great field position, but unable to do anything with it, and they're left taking the easy 3 on the field goal.
Yeah, you're right about that. A great chance at a short field touchdown. On a sudden change, you take the ball away. You expect your offense to put it into the end zone, but they'll take the 3 for now, even if they feel just a little bit let down.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and it finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On third down, Burrow. And that will be incomplete. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Last time I remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The Chiefs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Whitfield looking for Campbell downfield. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On 2nd and 11 now. Burrow. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Cooper's first catch, and good for a first down. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns get a bit closer. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is down to 24. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete, and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, Whitfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a big conversion there on third down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Come on. 6. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Panther 11. Panther 11. Dragon 60.
Back to throw. Whitfield. Being checked. The pressure gets to him again. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a fourth down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Here comes Grant on the return. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Browns will take over, first and 10. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Gerald Sneed. And the Chiefs will take over here just shy of the 30. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
And this is caught on the sideline. And he gets out of bounds as well. How about that? It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Looking to throw. Whitfield. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Brandon Cooks. As the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the route is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon.
Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Jamie and Sherwood there to make the stop. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And some space here. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. They find some open field here. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Chiefs have got it on cruise control. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play, so they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Running right through him. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. Burrow on play action. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, the good ones have a clock running in their head, okay? Because it says something like this. I've got this many seconds to find a target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this first down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though. He gets a big gain, and they'll come right back with another 1st and 10.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Check it.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 112 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
To throw on 3rd down, Whitfield. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Returnable for Grant. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Burrow on 3rd down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. So they get the first down. Maybe not a huge play in terms of yardage, but the fake punt does the job. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. To about the 40-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And my goodness, another interception. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 136 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and the big yardage all night long.
Already a pair of third down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third down try. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And, well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. This just a 24-yard attempt. Partner, under the lights in prime time, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Kansas City, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory.